Hello good people, hope you had a fantastic day today. So today I wanted to pop by and make a video about Qingyi and where her stopping points are on her banner. What do I mean by stopping points? I mean if you are thinking of pulling for her, spending your hard-earned money or hard-earned resources to get Qingyi, how many copies of her do you need? And do you need any at all? And I myself, I have Qingyi at C0 and she works perfectly well. However, I am very tempted to grab at least one more cinema of her. So let's dive into it. And I just want to drive the point home once again that you do not need any of the cinemas. However, a very good stopping point would be Cinema 1. Now this is a massive increase for Qingyi and is arguably her best one outside of C6. When Qingyi enters combat, Flash Connect voltage is instantly restored to its maximum, which is Qingyi's like electric staff meter underneath her HP, and accumulation rate is increased by 30%. When using her basic attack and Enchanted Moonlit Blossoms, if Flash Connect voltage is at its maximum, the attack will reduce the defense of the enemy it hits by 50%, and Qingyi's crit rate against that enemy will increase by 20% for 15 seconds. Now the big kicker on this one is the defense shred. Now this is a very good. Taking away 15% of an enemy's defense is a lot, and defense shred is valuable in any Hoyo game, and same goes for Zenless. And her own crit rate being increased isn't too bad. She does a decent amount of damage even though she's a stunner. So like this one works. This is what I would recommend people stop at. If they want any cinemas, I would recommend stopping at C1. However, C2, the stun damage multiplier increases provided by each stack of subjugation in core passive Eternal Seasons, increases to 135% of the original value. When Qingyi's attack hits an enemy and the stacks of subjugation she applies reaches its maximum stacks, her days dealt to the target increases by 15%. Now this one is also good. It's also good. It increases the amount of damage a stunned enemy takes, and it also helps her like actually stun the enemy. Like she kind of becomes a cook, so let her cook. So when the enemy has like the max damage increase they can have, the path to like actually stunning them gets easier by increasing her days. So this one is also good. Like it's definitely not a bad cinema. Definitely not a bad cinema. And 3 just increases everything's level by 2. On 4, upon entering or exiting Flash Connect state, gain a shield equal to 10% of Qingyi's max HP. If a previous shield is still active when the shield effect refreshes, Qingyi generates 5 energy. This energy generation effect can be triggered once every 10 seconds. Now, this one is, like, if you compare it to C1 and C2, it's almost a little bit disappointing, in my opinion. It isn't the greatest, and even more reason to, like, not venture past at least C2. But, hey, if you want for it, if you want to go for it, go for it. And that will bring you closer to the 6th one, which is actually pretty decent. The interrupt level of basic attack Enchanted Moonlit Blossom is greatly increased, and the crit damage is increased by an additional 100%. When Qingyi hits an enemy with her basic attack Enchanted Moonlit Blossoms, the target's attribute damage resist is reduced by 20% for 15 seconds. Now, if you want to go for this, you could. She will shred even more stuff. She will do even more damage. She will become a very scary little police officer. However, me personally, I do not think that this is the most fun. I do not think that this is the greatest C6 ever conceived. So I personally would recommend stopping at C1. If you want to keep going, I would recommend stopping at C2. But if you want to wail past that, don't let me stop you. Although, I gotta be honest, I do not feel like 4 and 6 warrants that much wailing. They are not that good. But hey, don't let me tell you how to spend your money, although I guess this is what that guide is for. Or I guess that's the purpose of this video, but you know. And if you're asking yourself what's the best investment after you gotten one, is it to go for C1, or is it to go for C2, or is it to go for W engine? I would say that depends a little bit on your situation. Do you have any other 5-star engine like the Restrained or Hellfire gears? Then I would say go for C1. If you are, however, lacking any other 5-star stun engine, then Ice Jade Teapot might be your best option. So, if you do not have an S-rank stun engine, go for Ice Jade Teapot. Otherwise, I would recommend going for a Cinema. Although we have very, very cool and interesting characters down the pipeline coming to the game very soon. So maybe you're just happy if you have one. Which is kinda what I'm ended up doing. I got a pull for logging in today. You know what? Let's do it and see if we get super lucky. No. Well, depends, did we get Corin? No, we didn't. Yeah, I think I'll hold the rest of my fire until Jane Doe is here, and especially until Caesar King is here, because I'm really looking forward to her. Alright everybody, that's gonna be all. Hope you enjoyed it, and thanks so much for watching. If you enjoy the content, please leave a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Have a lovely rest of your day.